Right now at 6, La Crosse leaders vote on a plan to tackle the city's homelessness crisis. And the Salvation Army of La Crosse celebrates a major fundraising success this holiday season.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. Well, a rash of break-ins on La Crosse's south side has some residents on edge and now taking to social media. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is in the newsroom tonight with more. Good evening, Grace.
Ken, the recent string of break-ins on La Crosse's south side has people turning to social media for answers. Over the holidays, people shared on social media that their homes, cars, and businesses were broken into.
In the morning, we were going to go to my mom's. I noticed some wrapping paper in the street.
One of those people was Malaya Vu. She woke up on December 28th to find several things were stolen from her car.
I went to go put it back in the car, and then I was like, okay, wait, hold on. I have a few gift bags missing here.
Vu says La Crosse PD told her she wasn't the only victim that day.
They said that there were also a string of break-ins that some other police officers were attending to that day, and there was one actually just kind of down the block.
The break-ins didn't stop there. Yesterday, a local business owner shared surveillance footage of two people breaking into a store.
Early Wednesday morning, and was informed that there had been a break-in, was informed that the glass to the front door had been broken out.
The footage shows the pair walking into the shop and leaving shortly after. Both Vu and Close are still waiting for answers.
And although my car was unlocked and I had things in there, that's not an invitation to take it and to break in.
It happened on the first day of the year, so that's not exactly how we wanted to start our new year out.
We also reached out to the police department on this story. We're still waiting to hear back. Ken?
All right, Grace, thank you. Turning to the weather, well, get set for a stretch of cold January temperatures. Just how cold will things get in the coming days? Let's get the answer from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Well, if you're used to living up in the Midwest, these temperatures won't be too bad really for January. We're kind of getting to our coldest time of the year, which is about middle January through about early February. So it will be colder than obviously we've had for the Christmas time frame, but nothing unusual. Right now, temperatures in the 20s both locations. We have some cloud cover out there. Even a few flurries still persist most of the area, but it is fairly quiet right now. You can kind of see as we look across the rim there. Everyone's in the 20s, and really it's generally good driving conditions throughout. We're going to see temperatures really hover around the low 20s, kind of fall back into the upper teens. A little bit of a wind chill. We started picking up a wind, but all in all, fairly quiet for La Crosse. Some of that flurry activity is probably north and east of Eau Claire, but can't rule that out. Otherwise, a little breaks in the clouds here and there, but 16, pretty typical January type conditions too. And our lows will actually get pretty close to where they should be with a little bit more clearing skies tonight. So overall, we'll get down to the single digits to upper low teens. Now that wind chill will start becoming a factor for the morning commute as the winds start picking up. But there's your radar right now, and there is just a little bit out there. In most areas besides near the Lake Superior area, probably won't see much as that cold air continues to push to the northeast. Temperature wise, that's where we are right now area, but stretch it to the north. You can see the colder air up to the north, which we are going to get more of that. So we'll break down how cold it's going to be, minus the sunshine that we'll have and what the wind chills look like a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, Juneau County officials are releasing a new photo of a person of interest in a triple murder. This is 47-year-old Virgil Thu. This is the scene of the crime here. This photo of Virgil Thu was taken Sunday at New Lisbon's Dollar General, seen shopping inside that building. Thu is wanted in connection with the death of 2 juveniles and 1 adult in New Lisbon. The victims were found inside a home on the 300 block of West Bridge Street. That's what you can see there. Deputies say Thu did have contact with one of the juveniles. A kindergartner has died in a tragic incident involving a school bus in Sussex this morning near Milwaukee. According to an email sent to families, the student involved was a 4K student who was transferring to a shuttle bus to be taken to Willow Springs Learning Center. The cause of the incident is under investigation. Well, a New Year's Day high-speed pursuit ended with the OWI arrest of a Black River Falls man. Deputies responded to reports of an erratic driver on U.S. Highway 12 at Chase, ending in a wooded area where the driver, identified as 49-year-old Wayne Withers, crashed his vehicle. Withers was hospitalized but is okay. He's facing OWI and evading arrest charges. An employee with the Winneshiek County Sheriff's Office is accused of tax evasion and theft. Mackenzie Kreiner allegedly used the Sheriff's Office's tax-exempt account to buy items for personal use. Kreiner has reportedly admitted to the purchases. He's now facing theft and one other charge. La Crosse leaders today have voted to recommend a plan to address the city's homeless crisis. City Councilman Chris Woodard has written a resolution to send to state and federal lawmakers. The idea is to make those higher-up agencies aware of what he calls a humanitarian crisis in the city and to recognize the need to fund more mental health, addiction, and shelter programs. He's hoping this push will get other cities to call for more state and federal action on homelessness.
I think it's just right now getting the word out to our state and federal legislators that, hey, we have this crisis, we need your help, and we need everything that you have available to you to help us.
No specifics on the amount of funding potentially to be requested from state or federal lawmakers. The Judiciary and Administration Committee did vote today to pass the resolution, but it still needs to go before the full Common Council. Today, the merger between Sanford Health and Marshfield Clinic Health System is complete. Sanford Health announcing today that the process is finalized, with the two organizations now operating as a single nonprofit. Under the terms of the merger, Marshfield Clinic will become a regional branch of Sanford Health, which is based in South Dakota, while still retaining its own branding. Patients can still keep the same providers in the same locations. The Salvation Army of La Crosse County is celebrating after raising more than $300,000 this holiday season. Officials say this year's Red Kettle campaign saw a 45% increase in donations thanks to more than 750 volunteers who rang bells for over 3,000 hours. The money helps the Salvation Army provide shelter to 64 people each night and serve more than 100 meals daily.
Hard work is how we help people from scarcity to resource. So if you provide opportunity for folks to breathe into the program, and you provide opportunities for folks to come out and have a good time as well, it's no surprise then that the community also responds and says, I want to be a part of this.
The number of volunteers was also higher than last year, and there's still time to donate if you haven't yet. The Salvation Army's Christmas campaign continues through January 31st. Coming up, the deadly attack. Authorities revealing more about the man behind the New Year's Day attack down in New Orleans. And new details on the deadly explosion outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas.
Time is running out on southern Minnesota's biggest and best furniture sale, the huge New Year's sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's everything you've asked for, like 24-month special financing, store-wide sale prices, and free gas just for shopping. At Drury's, you'll save on the area's finest selection of quality brands like Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Daniels Amish, all at incredible savings. The New Year's sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, but you'll have to hurry. It all ends Monday at 8.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like $3 off select Blaine's brand cat food. Get a free $15 gift card with $75 spent on Purina Pro Plan. Plus, rewards members get free same-day delivery on pet orders of $49 or more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Tonight, new details in the New Orleans terror attack. The FBI saying the driver who plowed into a crowd of people acted alone and was 100% inspired by ISIS. The attack left 14 people dead and dozens injured. Among the lives lost are some of the people you see here: Nikira Cheyenne Dido, Nicole Perez, Tiger Besh, and Reggie Hunter. CBS's Katie Weiss has more on the investigation from New Orleans.
The FBI now says the driver who plowed into a crowd of people in a pickup truck in New Orleans on New Year's Day acted alone.
There is just nothing to indicate through call records, through anything on those devices, through interviews, through anything in our systems that he was aided in this attack by anybody.
Investigators called the actions of Shamsuddin Jabbar an act of terror, saying the U.S. citizen and Army veteran proclaimed his support for ISIS in several videos he posted shortly before the attack.
In the first video, Jabbar explains he originally planned to harm his family and friends, but was concerned the news headlines would not focus on the, quote, war between the believers and the disbelievers, end quote.
The FBI searched Jabbar's house in Houston Thursday. Among the victims killed in the attack were 28-year-old former Princeton University football star Tiger Besh and Reggie Hunter, 37-year-old father of two. Back in New Orleans, Bourbon Street reopened to pedestrian traffic Thursday afternoon ahead of the start of the Sugar Bowl, which was delayed a day because of the tragedy.
No terrorist is ever going to derail life in the United States. And I think that's what we want to do today is really enjoy this game in memory of those people who lost their life.
We have a record of being able to show we can provide safety, and we're going to do that again.
Police say they've ramped up security, including adding heavier equipment to block the intersections. Katie Weiss, CBS News, New Orleans.
And in Las Vegas, new details on that Tesla Cybertruck blast outside the Trump Hotel. U.S. officials say the driver was an Army Special Forces Operations Master Sergeant. He's been identified as Matthew Allen Livelsberger. He was on active duty but was on leave from Germany. That blast killing the driver and injuring 7 others.
Also discovered through the coroner's office that the individual had sustained a gunshot wound to the head prior to the detonation of the vehicle.
Officials say the Cybertruck was rented in Colorado. Today, the FBI seen at a home in Colorado Springs that could be tied to the explosion. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
We got definitely a stretch of below average temperatures, colder than what we saw for end of December, but nothing unusual for January. We'll time out what the temperatures look like and what those wind chills will feel like going into tomorrow and Saturday, coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
When is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well...
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
Hey, Dominic here. We always get asked, what do you have for burgers? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4: all-purpose, beef and more, steak and game, and Lena's Ufta. First, you need ground beef, preferably from a local meat shop. Mix in 2 to 3 teaspoons of pleasing per pound, make into patties and grill to your liking. All 4 of these will make great tasting burgers, and they're all low in sodium. Get these seasonings and more at the outlet store. And buying local always tastes better.
For anybody in this region who is facing mobility issues,
I'd recommend Access Elevator because I know Jason.
the thing that sets Jason apart is that commitment, that passion for making life more pleasant. He will help you think about how to make your life easier in ways that you have not thought about.
There's no second guessing. I immediately say, call Access.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
PB&J?
PB before we go.
P before we go.
P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're certainly going to see colder than what we saw temperature-wise for Christmas time and thereafterwards, but overall it's not going to be too far below average and certainly not record-setting cold or anything like we typically would see during this time of the year as we get closer to the colder part of the season, which is about middle January to early February, and then we start seeing temperatures rise. We still got a potential for some flurries tonight, even tomorrow morning with the colder continuing to come in. You can squeeze out some of this light snow or flurries at time, won't amount to anything. Otherwise, colder and breezy on Friday. The wind chill will be more of a factor. That'll continue into Saturday, but I think a little bit less wind, but still colder than average temperatures through Saturday and even Sunday too. So that's really the part. Overall, this is a big thing that kind of is helping us with not having so much of a really temperature-wise. The snowpack overall is very limited or really nothing compared to this. This has just occurred today with that system to the south. Otherwise, we don't have much in the way of anything across the Midwest, even northern plains too. You got to go well into Canada. So what this does is kind of modify that temperature as it comes down from Canada so we don't see as cold as temperatures. And definitely if we had snow on the ground, our overnight lows would be much colder. So that's going with us for right now. Overall tonight, as I mentioned, just cloud cover off and on. More clouds as you go further northeast, less as you go to the southwest, but we will see that. The winds will start picking up a little bit after midnight out of the northwest. By the time we get to the morning commute, that'll be the wind chill start becoming a factor as temperatures will be back in the single digits to lower teens. Otherwise, cloud cover persists. You still could squeeze out a flurry or two off of this throughout early Friday morning until we get in the afternoon, and then I think a lot more sunshine will be in the way for a lot of areas, minus some lower clouds along river areas, but still, I think overall most areas will see some sunshine. Temperatures won't get much. Friday evening looks quiet weather-wise, but we will be dealing with a wind chill come that. Temperatures tomorrow about 5 to 10 degrees below average depending on where you are. Mid-teens, upper teens, up to the north, maybe lower teens where they have more clouds kind of sticking around. That wind will be a factor and that creates that wind chill. So Friday morning, we're still going to start with wind chills probably in the 0 to maybe -5. Could be some areas that are a little bit colder. Not much improvement throughout the day, either single digits above or below 0. Then Friday evening, they'll start getting into that -5 to -10 range after about 6 p.m. and overnight, that's kind of where they'll sit. By the time we get to Saturday morning, probably the coldest period there for wind chills where you could see some areas get to maybe 15 below or a little bit colder too as our temperatures really are bottoming out. And then Saturday, we'll see a little bit of improvement, but still that wind chill will be there at least during the morning hours. Temperature-wise, not much difference Saturday compared to Friday, given low teens to the north to the upper teens to the south. A little bit more sun too going in. And then Sunday, we'll have more clouds, but overall not much of a temperature change there. Maybe pretty much a degree or two higher, but overall staying below average. The cloud cover is coming because of that pretty significant system that's going to develop to the south of us. If you got plans heading south, especially I-80 southward towards Sunday, that's where the snow and that big system is going to be. We're just going to get the cloud cover with that and maybe some a little bit colder air behind it for next week. And overall next week, really typical temperatures, mid to upper teens, maybe some light snow here or there, but nothing really significant if you're looking for a lot of snow. But overall, pretty typical temperatures for January, minus that we don't have the snow on the ground because that would be a lot colder going on.
Absolutely. And for me, I'd rather deal with one thing over another. Like if we want snow one time and then frigid temperatures, that'd be great. But I guess we have to take it because it's January.
It's January. We're getting to the coldest part of the year, typically. Yep.
It's the most wonderful time. Not so much. Not for me. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a battle for the city. A couple ranked teams set to square off on Wilson Street. Plus, the Badgers return to the hardwood tomorrow against Iowa. Hear why Greg Gard and his players are looking forward to it. Jacob is next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
It's out with the old and in with the new. You know what they say. New year, new you. King Furniture is celebrating the new year with special trade-in offers. Trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. And we'll deliver and haul away for free. Shop store-wide savings as we continue to clear out inventory and make room for new styles for 2025. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments. The King Furniture New Year's sale going on now.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
No matter your level of comfort with technology, our secure website allows for worry-free transactions. Whether at your computer or in the palm of your hand, our mobile app lets you manage your account on the go. For over 120 years, Union State Bank has provided our customers and community with quality financial services. We're here for you and welcome you to bank with us.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, tomorrow marks the first game of 2025 for the Wisconsin men's basketball team as they'll host the Iowa Hawkeyes at 6 from Madison. The two teams enter with identical records at 10-3 overall, but the Hawkeyes are 1-1 in conference play, while the Badgers are still searching for that first Big Ten victory. The Christmas break pause marks 11 days between games for Wisconsin. Greg Gard has tried to simulate game day situations for his team to prepare for this game out of the new year, but he also says the team is looking forward to going against someone other than themselves.
They're excited to be back. They know where we're at, how good we can be, and now it's why you do this. You want to get to games. Practice is great, and I really try to make practice really super fun and put a lot of frosting on it and everything, but they know they want games. They want to play, and that's what we got, fortunately, jumping back into it tomorrow night.
Now, the Badgers will need to bring their running shoes in this one, as Iowa is currently the second highest scoring team in the Division I at 89.6 points per game. A little bit closer to home, it's a big matchup tonight in Hilltopper country. The in-city battle between Onalaska and Luther has some high stakes, higher than usual as well. Both teams enter this one listed in the latest boys Wisconsin Hoops rankings. The Knights entering the matchup still unbeaten on the season after they squeaked out a 2-point win on Monday against Mondovi. Meanwhile, the Hilltoppers re-entered the top 10 after a couple impressive wins at the A.B. Nicholas Holiday Classic. Tip-off tonight set for 7:15 from Onalaska High School. And Pro Bowl rosters were released today, and for the Packers, it's 3 players that were selected. Josh Jacobs makes his third, Rashawn Gary making his first, as well as Xavier McKinney, who's named his first, and he will be a starter at free safety. For the Vikings, they're one of 6 teams sending out at least 5 or more players to Orlando for the games, and Sam Darnold will be accompanied by Justin Jefferson from the offense. Jonathan Greenard and Andrew Van Ginkel make up 2 of the 3 outside linebacker spots, and cornerback Byron Murphy and long snapper Andrew DePaula make up the rest of the Minnesota players that will be featured on February 2nd, and that's barring a Super Bowl for either one of those teams, obviously.
Yes,
so
gotta throw
that in just in case. But anybody that you feel was snubbed or you're surprised to see on that list?
When you brought up Rashawn Gary earlier, because Aiden Hutchinson of the Lions actually has more pressures than Rashawn Gary, and Hutchinson's been out most of the year.
Maybe Gary's just saving it for this next game. I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, late bloomer, I suppose. But congrats to all the Vikings.
Yes, congrats to.
It's a fantastic season for Minnesota. Yeah. We'll see how they do against Detroit.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Jacob. We will be right back after this.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today.
With winter here, our job hasn't changed.
Winter weather advisory is still holding on.
The First Warn Weather Team is always ready to keep you safe and ahead of winter's worst.
Temperatures tumble down quickly.
So right now we do have that alert day for tonight and tomorrow for the snow.
See this band of snow passing through the area.
We're talking 25 to 30 below.
Breezy and gusty winds will ensue for tomorrow as well.
And you can always get us no matter where you are.
Keeping you safe. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
All right, tonight, less cloud cover overall. That'll result in temperatures a little bit colder, but really not too far from where we should be. Upper single digits to low teens is about average for this time of year. The wind will pick up. The wind chill will be a factor tomorrow. It'll be below zero, I think, going Friday night into Saturday. It'll be the coldest period, given those temperatures and the wind chill. Otherwise, the rest of the pattern quiet, a little bit below average, but nothing really unusual for January.
All right, we can handle it.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. Hope to see you again at 10.